Hello everyone. In this video clip, I am going to share with you how to solve this permutation and combination question. Now this question is a little bit tricky. So let's read together and understand the requirement of the question. Now the diagram shows 7 letter cards. So M-I-N-E-R-A-L. And out of this 7 cards, we have to choose 5 cards. Okay, at random to form a code. So forming code means we need to use permutation, okay, because this is case sensitive. Now we need to find the probability that the code formed contain at least 3 consonants. So let's write out the requirement of the question. The probability of at least 3 consonants that are arranged side by side. Arranged side by side. Okay, we need to find the probability of this. Now, to understand the probability, how to find the probability of any event, let's say A, we have to take the number of event A that can occur over the number of total possible outcome. So over here, it's the same thing. We just need to find how many ways that we can form the 5-letter code with at least 3 consonants arranged side by side. And over, this is our event A, over NS. NS. S will be the all the arrangement. So we can find NS easily. NS will be the arrangement of 5, the permutation of 5-letter code without any restriction. Okay, without any restriction. That means we have 7 cards here. Out of these 7 cards, 4 are consonants and 3 are vowels. So we don't care whether it is consonant or vowels. So we just put them together. 7, choose any 5. So for the first empty space, we have 7 choices. Once we select one and fill in the first blank, we're left with 6 letters for us to fill in the second empty space. After the second empty space is filled in, we're left with 5 choices and 4 choices and 3 choices. So you notice that I mentioned the word and means multiply. Okay, therefore 7 ways times 6 ways times 5 ways times 4 ways times 3 ways. So if we use the calculator, we will get 2,520. And notice that this one is actually 7P5. That means out of 7 letters, we permute 5 letters. You can either use the formula or you use fill in the blank method. Now we have settled the NS. Now let's look at how many ways that we can form 5-letter codes with 3 consonants, at least 3 consonants. That means in the first case scenario, we will have 3 consonants and 2 vowels. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whereby the 3 consonants must be side by side. Okay, and the second scenario will be 4 consonants with 1 vowel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, since it says at least 3 consonants arranged side by side, so for this 5-letter code, we may have 4 consonants, but only 3 of them arranged side by side. Okay, whereby these 2 remaining will be filled up by the extra 1 consonant and the vowels. And we have another scenario whereby all 4 consonants are arranged side by side. Okay, need to permute with another 1 vowels. Now, what is the difference between the second case scenario and the third case scenario? Is that in the third case scenario, all 4 consonants has to be side by side, whereby in the second case scenario, only 3 consonants are side by side, in which we have the extra 1 consonant has to be placed alternate to this 3 consonant group. It means the V must separate these 2 group of consonants. If this C were to place after this group, consonant group, then it makes no difference from the third case scenario. So for our second case scenario, we have to be careful to set the condition that V, the vowel, must separate these two group of consonant. So once we have set the arrangement, next we need to find for each arrangement how many ways are there. So to get 3C out of 4C, we have to first select 3 consonant out of the 4 consonants. So 4 consonant, we choose 3, and the 3 vowels, we choose 2. Pull these 5 letters out, followed by permute these 5 letters. So the permutation will be in the 3 consonant group and 2 separate vowels. So we have 3 items for us to arrange. So externally, we have 3 factorial. And then inside this group, because they has to be together, so they must be in a group. And within them, they have 3, they can arrange among themselves. So we have 3 factorial. So for this, you just need to remember, we arrange externally, followed by arrange internally for the items that need to be arranged side by side. So this one, use the calculator and get the answer. So we have 4C3 times 3C2 times 3 factorial times 3 factorial, we get 432. That is for the first case scenario. Now let's look at the second case scenario. For second case scenario, since we need the 3 consonants to be in one group, so we, out of the 4 consonants, we choose 3, okay, so that they will always be together. And the remaining 1 consonant has to be chosen as well. So left with only one of it. So 1C1 is 1. And then followed by the vowels. We just need 1 vowel out of the 3 vowels. So 3C1. So select these 5 letters out. And now we just concentrate on these 5 letters to permute them. So when we permute them, we will have, as I mentioned just now, V has to be in the middle. So we will have V in the middle. So the middle must be filled in first. There is only one choice. Then only we fill in the first and the last. So the first and the last, we have 2 items. One is the consonant him, another one is the single consonant. So we have 2 choices to fill in like this. Okay, and therefore externally we will have 2 times 1 times 1. And don't forget, after we have arranged externally, we have internally to be settled. So the internally we have 3 consonants, so times 3 factorial. So with this, use the calculator. 4C3 times 1C1 times 3C1 times 2 and times 3 factorial, we got 144. That is for the second scenario. And for the third scenario, we have 4 consonants and just choose 4 of them. And then out of the 3 vowels, we choose 1. And then now we can just arrange them. Externally, we got 2 items. So we have 2 factorial followed by the internally with 4 items to be permuted. So we have 4 factorial. So use calculator, we got 144. Okay, notice that the first case scenario, second case scenario, and the third case scenario, they don't happen at the same time. So it's either the first case happened, or the second case happened, or the third case happened. So or means plus. So the total number of this event A to happen, just use A. That will be 432 plus 144 plus another 144. So we have 720. Therefore, the probability of event A, which is 5 letter codes with at least 3 consonants arranged side by side, that will be 720 over the total outcome, 2,520. And then with that, we use the calculator to simplify for us. We get 2 out of 7. That's it. So should you have any further question, please leave your question in the comment area. I'll come back to you as soon as possible. So thank you very much.